Ceann Comhairle. Just a couple of points. Congratulations to all the ministers and the Taoiseach and so on. I'd have plenty to say about that, but don't have time. 3 points I want to make. First of all, on health. I note in your programme for government here, which I have, and obviously fair play to Deputy Halligan, I see he's getting an additional cath lab in Waterford. 106,000 people live in Waterford, Ceann Comhairle. It has a motorway all the way to Dublin. It has 75 short miles to Cork. In the northwest of the country, where Deputy McLaughlin and many others are from here, Deputy Kenny, Deputy Scannell and myself from Sligo and Leitrim, we have no cath lab. If you have a heart attack in our part of the country, you're at a disadvantage. You have a less opportunity to survive that incident. The National Cancer Control Programme in the context of the Northwest is a total disaster. Galway, the supposed centre of excellence that serves us, is beyond capacity. There's nothing in the programme for government about that. There's nothing in the programme for government about that, and I'd like to know what's going to happen with that regard. In terms of rural Ireland, congratulations to all the ministers. It's nothing personal. Of the 18 positions that were announced by the Taoiseach here today, 72% of them are from the Greater Dublin area and a small amount from Cork and Limerick. There is nobody from the northwest of Ireland. Nobody. And in the ultimate display of contempt for rural Ireland, we gather that deputies Moran and Canny had to beg to share an individual junior ministry. I mean, the senior role in terms of rural Ireland has been stuffed into poor Minister Humphreys, along with regional development, arts, culture, Gaeltacht, and I don't know whatever else. There's no question she is good, but nobody is that good. So where is the commitment for rural Ireland? Do we want to look at the things strategically? Do we want to invest? Do we want to rebalance the IDA budget and put the regions to work, instead of looking at the regions consistently nationally as a pain in the national side? No, we need to look at it strategically. We need to invest in those areas and put them to work so they can make a more sustainable effort, more sustainable contribution to the national effort. This just must be done, and I have to say, in the context of the framework which we've agreed to facilitate a minority government, I don't see much in this so far to show the kind of commitment that we expect in terms of rural Ireland and in terms of equality in the health service throughout the country. Very finally, on agriculture, can I say, and I conclude in a second, I wish Minister Creed very, very well. Can I say the focus on agriculture needs to be on market access, and that cannot be done through Bord Bia. Minister Humphrey was here yesterday listening to a debate, and I said Bord Bia are the best in the world at what they do. But it's not Tullamore Dew and Ballymaloe relish that we need to sell. We need to find markets for the unfashionable, unsexy four-quarter beef, which is very, very difficult. It's more than 40% of the animal, and it's for sale for less than €3. That's not sustainable. We need an assistant secretary and a junior minister in the air full-time, getting rid of BSE-era regulations that are blocking our produce getting into markets and getting live cattle markets open so that we have a balancing factor here against the processors and the vested interests. Just those few basic points. I am concluding. I do wish the government well, but don't let anybody think that as long as Mark McSharry is in this House, that you guys are the main opposition, no matter what we're facilitating over there. I genuinely wish you well, but I'll tell you, this document has nothing in it to show any level of commitment to rural and regional Ireland any more than the previous government. So I hope, while the devil may well be in the detail, there may be an awful lot, there ought to be an awful lot more detail about what you're going to do in the constituencies where, as an outgoing government, you were wiped out. Thank you.